Introduction. Hollywood fights last 10 minutes. Real violence lasts seconds. If you're still actively fighting after 3 seconds, something has gone terribly wrong with your strategy. Today, we're talking about the most important rule in combat: end it fast or get out immediately. The problem: why time is your enemy. Here's what most people don't understand about real violence: time is not on your side. Your attacker chose the time, place, and terms of this encounter. They may have backup coming. They might be on drugs that make them feel no pain. And most importantly, they're fighting for what they want. You, on the other hand, are fighting for your life. But here's the physiological reality: your adrenaline gives you about 30 seconds of peak performance, then it starts working against you. Your fine motor skills disappear. Your technique degrades. Your decision-making becomes compromised. Meanwhile, your attacker? They might be getting more desperate, more dangerous, more willing to escalate. The longer this goes on, the more it becomes their fight, not yours. The strategy is maximum damage, minimum time. The 3-second rule isn't about being more violent, it's about being more intelligent. Your first strike has to be your most effective strike, because you might not get a second chance. Target selection matters: eyes, throat, head attacks, or knees. These don't require precision, and they create immediate, overwhelming problems for your attacker. One strike to the eyes doesn't just cause pain, it causes panic, disorientation, and the immediate shift from aggressor to victim. Targets of opportunity. You can train to attack the primary targets, but what happens if they are not available, or is there something far easier to attack? If, for example, the attack starts with the bad guy behind you, and suddenly you are in a rear naked choke, you have less than 3 seconds to act on getting out of this situation. Well, the good news is that the attacker's arm is around your throat. You can see their arm even while they are choking you from behind. Take the sharp point of your more aggressive defender and push it into his arm. Then, move your defender down his arm, cutting open the muscles as much as possible. They will let you go immediately. Plus, you have damaged at least one of their arms, thus you removed that arm from the fight. You have seriously handicapped your attacker. Not to mention, this might be a good time to leave. Let's look at the rear naked choke except. I didn't intend to teach you techniques in this video, but I think it helps to drive the issue home. Let's watch.
Well, here we have a rear choke, and we're going to be using the Velociraptor, the hook, to break that choke off and go into an armbar to a takedown, to the softening kick there, coming back around to lock them out and do a digit capture. Again, this starts out with the hook part of the defender. You want to come a little higher in the arm than you might normally think. This allows you to capture a lot of the meat of the arm, the muscle. See how high I am up in there. A lot of people put it at the surface and pull down. What that does is scrape across the arm. It does hurt like heck, but probably won't release you. So you need a little higher. I also notice that I'm capturing his hand as it's coming off there. So I'm going to be pulling back with my hook or my defender and pushing forward with my left hand. And notice I came around the arm slightly now, so that I've got his arm bent. And again, pulling back with the defender, pushing forward with my left hand, and again pulling back with my right causes that scissors motion on the joint. And just lift up, push down, and down he's going to go. Now it does in fact lock out several joints. And here of course I'm showing with my left hand and right hand the mechanism of the scissors. Pulling up with my right, pushing down with my left, maintaining pressure on his shoulder and elbow joints. Down he goes. Softening kick into the ribs, come around, go ahead and do a digit capture. Spinning back around, you're going to lock out that elbow against your leg. And if you wanted to keep rolling, he'd actually end up rolling over on his face, which is just as fine. Just as well. He's we got a digit capture going so that you can see that he, in fact, is locked out nicely. This is an alternative version of that where you use the pommel end. All the mechanics is the same, just now you're using a pommel end to push down on that arm against your body. Very painful. Wrap around, do the same takedown. Now, you might have noticed though, I used the pommel edge, or the pommel end, to strike, do a softening technique. I just want you to notice Dave's face there over my shoulder. It's a very, very painful and powerful technique. If you have a sharp defender at the pommel end, you literally will pierce the arm. Again, capturing the arm into an arm lock. Performing the takedown and the scissors motion. Coming around to lock him out. This again occurs from a rear choke. We're going to do something completely different, however. We're going to reach around and rip apart his thigh with that point. And it's going to be very painful. First, though, you see that I come up with my left hand to try to give myself a little bit of air during the choke. And then pull him off. Come around for a digit capture or whatever. The first part of the move is to simultaneously get yourself a little air by pulling down on the arm slightly and come around backside of the thigh and scraping directly up, pushing in towards the femur at the same time, and they literally lift up to get away from the pain. Usually breaks off the choke. We're kind of in an odd situation there, but nonetheless the choke is off of us, and go right in for a digit capture, softening techniques, digit captures, whatever the right answer is for you during those circumstances.
These types of chokes are not ones that cut off your breathing air, but compresses both carotid arteries, which cuts the blood flow to your brain. You will pass out in 3 seconds or less. Worse yet, if they hold this choke on you for 10 seconds or more, you will die. This is what we call overwhelming violence of action. You explode into decisive action that psychologically and physically overwhelms their ability to continue. They expected victim behaviors: freezing, pleading, weak resistance. Instead, they get immediate, explosive, targeted force that their brain can't process fast enough. Your attacker made a calculation. This person looks like someone I can control. Your job is to prove that calculation catastrophically wrong in the first 3 seconds. The tools: complete protection system integration. This is where your complete protection system becomes critical. Remember our formula. Confidence plus awareness plus training plus quality tools equals complete protection. For the 3-second rule, I recommend the Defender, Blur of Darkness, although you can choose from a Defender 2, Spec Ops 2, or a Parrot. Here's why. When you have 3 seconds to end an encounter, you need maximum stopping power in minimum time. These defender options gives you enhanced force transfer, superior grip retention, and the psychological impact that comes with carrying a purpose-built tool. But more importantly, the defenders extend your effective range while maintaining close quarters capability. Whether you need to create distance or work in tight spaces, it multiplies the effectiveness of every technique you've learned. Your confidence got you noticed as a hard target. Your awareness gave you time to prepare. Your training taught you where and how to strike. These more aggressive defender choices are that when you strike, it counts decisively. The training exit strategies during combat. The 3-second rule has two possible outcomes: end it or get out. Here's how you decide. End it when you're trapped with no escape route, they have backup coming, or you have clear advantage and can finish decisively. Get out when you have a clear escape route, help is nearby, or you've created enough damage and distance for safe exit. Your exit strategy starts with your first strike. You're not just attacking, you're creating the opportunity to escape. Strike the eyes, they can't see to follow. Strike the throat, they can't breathe to chase. Strike the knees, they can't run to catch you. Practice your exits from your home, your office, your car. Know where you're going before you need to go there. The 3-second rule isn't about winning fights, it's about surviving encounters. In closing, 3 seconds. That's the difference between being a victim and being a survivor. That's the difference between a bad situation and a catastrophic one. Your attacker is counting on you to freeze, to hesitate, to fight their fight on their terms. The 3-second rule changes everything. You explode into action, create immediate problems they can't solve, and either end the encounter or escape while they're still trying to figure out what happened. The aggressive defender models aren't about looking for trouble, it's about ending trouble quickly when it finds you. Next week, we'll talk about target selection under stress, where to hit when precision is impossible and effectiveness is everything. But first, make sure your 3-second response system is in place. Check the descriptions for our more aggressive defender specifications and our Combat Series discount code COMBAT. You can find all these at pdws.biz. When you have 3 seconds to change everything, make sure you have the tools to make them count. Remember, end it fast, or get out immediately. Hesitation kills. Decisiveness saves lives.